You want to know a funny story that happened? So something bad happened to me, okay? Something bad happened to me, and I feel like you guys will find it funny, but it was not fucking funny. I think you guys will find it funny, but trust me, I did not at all. It was very unfunny. So here's what happened, okay? This is embarrassing. This is an embarrassing story, okay? Actually embarrassing. So don't laugh at me too hard. I basically went out shopping for like stuff for this place, but I went with a friend, right? But this friend, I'm not exactly like the closest with them, but they kind of just wanted to like hang out, and I've never really hanged out with them, right? So I was like, you know what? Fuck it, you know? If they want to come around and look around with me for stuff, then sure, why not? So I was like, okay, and I went out, and everything was fine for the first like 3 hours, okay? It was all fine, and then all of a sudden, I was looking for a washing machine, and my friend was talking to the person about the washing machines, right? Because he's like more he knows more about this type of stuff, and he was also like negotiating for like a good deal or whatever. So I was just kind of standing around all cute or whatever. And so, do you guys ever watch the anime Defrag? There's a scene in Defrag where the girl is wearing a tracksuit and her tits are so big that it bursts open like this, right? My trousers, my crotch, I swear to God, I swear to fucking God, I'm not joking, my dick and balls, my crotch, burst open through my trousers in public, and it made a noise. It went, phoom. It went, phoom. Like that, literally, phoom. Phoom. And no one noticed. I noticed, obviously. I was like, oh my God. Oh my fucking God. And I had to, like, okay, and look, this, I took a picture. This is what it looks like. Right on my, not in the bottom, it's where my crotch is. It literally whomped open where my dick and balls are, and they came out. It was, I was wearing underwear, but the underwear was like, it was all dick and balls. It literally out. Like that gif. I'm not kidding. Literally like this. Right? And bro.
Your pants match your VTuber model now.
Bro. So this is what it looks like, right? The aftermath. Wait, there's a bad time to get ready. Hey, Froggy Hoppins! Thank you so much for the raid. Hello. Hi, guys. Hi. What a time to raid. If you're just coming by, I'm explaining a story right now of something bad that happened to me in public.
Well, imagine if you wore your own branded boxes when that happened.
Continuing the story, I had a bag, right? I have a black bag that goes over my shoulder that I brought with me. The first thing I did was take off my the first thing I did was try to pull down my shirt, right? Down to cover over it. But the fucking hole is pretty low, and my shirt isn't a long shirt, it's just a normal shirt. So it can't cover my dick. So then I was like, fuck. So I tried to put my bag over my dick, but the bag is a shoulder bag. It doesn't go low enough. So I tried to adjust it to try and make it go lower. It doesn't get any lower. So then I started holding the bag in front of my fucking crotch. I had to hold the bag in front of my crotch, right? Like I'm reenacting, you can't see. I'm standing, I'm holding it, but I look like such an uwu girl because the positioning the bag doesn't have a handle. There's no handle because it's a shoulder bag. So I'm holding it with both hands, like down in front of my crotch, like a fucking like anime schoolgirl, like waiting for her senpai. I was like, ugh. And like, my friend looked at me and was like, what the fuck? And I was like, no, nothing. And I didn't know whether to tell him because he would laugh at me or to just bear with it. And I didn't know how bad it was. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna wait for them to stop talking. Then the fucking guy, because like I said, we were trying to get a washing machine. There's loads of washing machines. I was standing next to other washing machines, didn't know that they were going to look at it. The guy got up from the floor and then started like walking over to me and was like, oh, there's good washing machines behind you. He crouched down on the floor like this next to my fucking bag where my dick is right there behind it. And I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. And I was like, what the fuck? This is getting fucking weird, dude. So I was like, man, I need to go pee. I need to pee now. So I told my friend I need to pee. And he was like, okay, I'll just be here. So I went to the toilet. And the fucking closed toilet, the one that right outside of the electrician store, there's a sign with a toilet. I was like, thank God it's not far. It was closed! It was closed! So then I had to walk through the whole mall to find another toilet. Through the mall, holding it like an anime schoolgirl in front of my dick. Like, and balls out. Like, oh my God, it was horrible. And the thing is, it would swing. Like, it would swing. I can't, dude. It was so bad. And I had to walk facing, like, the windows of all the shops, like, because there's more people in the public than the fucking thing. So I was like, trying to walk around, right? And then I finally got to the bathroom. I looked and I was like, is there any way I can salvage this? You know, like maybe if I stand in a certain way, maybe if I like tuck my dick like to the side and like, I don't know. So I started trying to do all this stuff. And I was in a stool, right? Like obviously. And then while I was doing that, while I was adjusting everything, this fucking guy, I went all the way to the last stool, okay? Because I wanted as much privacy as possible. The whole place was empty. I was the only one in there. Some fucking guy came into the bathroom, chose to go to the stool next to me for some reason, even though there's all these other stools, right? Chose to go in the stool next to me. And then here's a reenactment of what happened. I'm like adjusting my balls, and all I hear is and it's the most violent diarrhea of all time. I'm not joking. And I was like, what the fuck is that noise? It was like the most insane, violent helicopter diarrhea squirting I've ever heard. I was like, well, it's a lost cause because I can't do anything. No matter how much I adjust this, I can't do anything. So all I'm gonna do is hold this bag for the rest of the day and hope that we go home soon. I walked all the way back and I stood there next to my friend. He saw that I was holding the bag down there and he didn't ask any questions. I was like, whatever. I don't know. And then we started paying for the washing machine. And this took another 2 hours, dude. Another 2 hours. I'm not kidding. It actually took 2 hours, man. And I was like, bro, please, just let this day end. And then it finally ended. I went home. I had to drive after that. And I put my bag over my crotch while I was driving because I didn't want my friend to like look over. Like I said, I'm not even close with this person. This was like my first time going out with them. They don't even know this happened. I still didn't tell them this. So I'm not even close to this person. This was supposed to be our like bonding session. And they're like a normal person. They're not like a fucking, I don't know, they're like normal. Mouse? Wait, oh my God, wait, how long have you been here, Mouse? Did you hear that fucking story? Was Mouse here the whole time? Dude, thank you, Mouse, for the 26 months. I really appreciate that, man. Anyway, just for closure again, this is what it looks like. I never expected this to ever happen to me, ever. Like, what is that? I don't get how it happened. I don't get it. I was standing normal. I've had those trousers for a long time as well. They were like my favorite trousers. And they fucking ripped a dick hole open. My balls were too powerful. No, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. It makes no sense to me. I'd say it was pretty loose fitting. Massive cocker? Definitely not. I'm fucking Filipino, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Look up the statistics. Sorry to all Filipinos out there, but you know it's true.